Okay.
So go ahead and establish a quorum.
Okay, let's establish a quorum. Yep. And so,
Just introduce yourself.
okay, Sherry Green.
Barbara Russell. Cindy Rua Phillips.
Okay,
So we have all three of you here.
okay, I'll throw this in.
You need to make an emotion to approve the agenda. Some.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
I do. I'll move it.
Okay.
I
Let's-
second that.
Okay, so
One
that's-
second.
yeah. Okay,
Can we have public comment on that item?
Sure. Actually, she needs to be this.
okay. So, okay, I
Do
guess
you want to
number,
accept public comment
yeah, number 3 is public comment.
On the agenda.
on the agenda?
You could make it all.
Okay, whatever.
No, this is very important for tonight.
Okay,
So in a very respectful way, it's very polite. Because I'm Julie Christie, really happy to see you guys. Justin, I don't even know if power's on. Yeah, okay, sweet. So looking at the time tonight and that we had to go over with chamber a little bit and that we have our constraints with planning commission tonight that I think kind of supersede a little bit what's on our agenda tonight for arts and heritage. That perhaps we can accept our agenda, but we can actually have a revisions to that where we could bring a certain item up and start there, or we could actually move some over to our next meeting. And I think before we actually make a motion to accept the agenda tonight, we should actually, with time constraints, decide what would be the best action with our agenda tonight. So then we can just decide right here and now that these other items will continue. And then just a thought, a suggestion.
What would you suggest?
I think because there was no packet material, we should kick the action item for tonight. We only have one action item, but because the public wasn't given any packet material and you don't have packet material here tonight, that's a pretty obvious one. Anything else that's happening in the community that we're doing like really right now, like the hydrants, stuff that we still have time to do before it's winter, maybe focus on those projects real quick so we can keep moving forward real quick. That'd be my suggestion.
You guys can make a motion.
Can I comment?
Well, let Kit talk and then you
Okay, thanks.
I'm getting up for the next thing. You're
Please do.
still on the agenda, so go ahead. I can have a comment.
okay. Okay. Any comments?
I like Julie's suggestion, though. She's more familiar with this than I am. And I think we're going to probably go through these pretty quick. And I don't know if the action item is the survey,
The land acknowledgement.
Number 8.
number 8.
That's the only one that says action.
Okay.
Okay.
Land acknowledgement. Okay. Well,
You're proposing to do number 8 first?
or just strike it, I think.
Strike it.
So I could, okay.
Table it
Okay, okay,
to the next meeting.
You guys can probably table when you get to.
Okay.
I'm fine with it.
okay, so do we have a motion to table the land acknowledgement? Is that what you wanted?
This time, yeah.
Okay,
Is the land acknowledgement acknowledging that it's wetland?
well, that's this, yes.
That's what it is?
Well,
Or did
I
it?
don't know what you guys had been proposing
Oh.
at all.
Okay,
I
so
don't
we
either.
had discussed at the last meeting.
Okay.
So that would be a continuation and we hadn't just made a decision on it, so I guess that, yeah,
I'm
okay.
flexible and we can.
And then in your packet, the next meeting, you most likely would have a copy of what you're anticipating possibly using for that, or options for that. That's what needs to be in your packet, so you see
Yeah.
it, we see it.
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, so we're just kind of reforming again. So
Okay,
Yeah.
So
so you guys
make a motion to table it till next meeting,
okay.
number 8.
I'll make a motion.
Are
First
you
motion.
second?
Okay.
Barbara, you're seconding?
I'll second it.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So now you guys need to approve your amended agenda.
I move we approve the amended agenda.
Yeah, I second.
Second, all those in favor say aye.
I
Aye.
Aye.
Good passes. Okay, now you're on to public input. And now if you want to just briefly read
Okay.
the public invited to present these presentations and questions. If you want to read that, you can. If not, then
I want to, okay. Okay, you may have provide up to 10 minutes. Okay, the commission may provide up to 15 minutes for this public input session. That's total, right? Everybody only gets, yeah, not each person gets
3
15.
minutes.
To ensure that each individual has heard, the commission may, impose time limits of 3 minutes Okay, the public will give the opportunity to address items that are on the agenda at the time the commission takes up each specific item.
Acknowledge the public.
Okay, public.
Ken Sawatsky, one topic that was brought forward by the council and other things in prior times, and I know you haven't met for a long time, but there was a group of people, myself included, who felt for branding Blue Lake, we need to go back and look at a logo that was approved for Blue Lake. It was said everybody's going to be wearing it. There'll be how bling. You'll be. I don't see anybody using that logo. As far as you're not wearing a shirt here tonight, you don't have a hat, you don't have a thing. I think a lot of us would like to return to a little bit more of a friendly logo. I mean, what you have even there, the existing one with the tree, or as you're coming into town, you'll notice the board we have out there has a little logo on it with a nice colorful little tree. The contention I had on the logo, to me, it was very dark. It was not really uplifting. It was nothing that myself as a business person really feel I could use to market Blue Lake, and that's part of what we're doing. So as far as your arts and heritage, I suggest you put this on a future agenda item. The process that was involved in this basically was there was one thing brought before you as far as your approval goes. There really wasn't all that much input from arts and heritage as far as original design. I mean, each of you might want to bring something you feel is appropriate and actually do it as a commission rather than here it is, please approve it kind of thing is what happened. So I hopefully you folks will move forward on that particular one and find something that a majority and even take a public opinion poll once you have 3 or 4 of them. So let's get some input to see what Blue Lake wants. Thank you for the opportunity to speak.
Julie's back in the mic. So I have thoughts like Kent too, with kind of like, getting something out there that we can use a little bit that I feel like more people, I think having like more artisan kind of artwork. So like we could even have one that's like more shifting that like this is our like especially for like merch and stuff and like stuff like that like back at like I went to Sunset and they always had like a thing every year that was like a really cool t-shirt thing, but it shifted all the time. And when we did Blue X Saddle Club, we always like made a new one kind of every year. So then it's like kind of like centennial, like you have a collection item. Even for Humboldt County Fairgrounds, you have like a new one every year. But that opens opportunity to like open it up to the school to send in applications or any other artisans too that we're kind of not stuck with maybe just one branding for Blue Lake. We can actually use our artisans to keep it fresh and alive every year a little bit when we're doing a lot of that stuff. So I kind of agree with Kent, but keep it fluid. So what I'd really love to see happen more is like a correlation between this commission and our school. I like to get the kids involved with some projects. Like we could have like the 5th graders doing a hydrant, or maybe they like Kent's got a little spot, or somebody's got a little spot in their building that like they just did at the honeycomb section there. It's like little mural projects for the kids because that's so simple. If you get a good artist out there, they can stencil it and then the children fill by numbers and grades and ages and stuff. So I just think like anything we can do to bring the kids in, I think with the school would be great. So if you guys need any help like getting a hold of Deanne or if we don't have a connection already with some of the teachers, I'd be happy to like help connect you guys with them and get the kids more involved. I know a lot of it's, but maybe even have an artisan go into our school and have something they could do a little workshop with the kids or something. Yeah, so that's my thoughts. I think I'd love to see it go in that direction for this commission. Thank you.
Okay.
Do we ever get to comment on the comments?
You don't usually comment.
Okay, so we put stuff on the agenda.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Introduce the next item.
Um, Okay, appoint a chairperson. Number 4, appoint a chairperson. Well, Elizabeth will be back.
We
till-
could appoint her.
Well, she's willing to be chairperson until January.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know that we need to.
Let's appoint
So
her.
you guys discuss it amongst yourselves.
I double it.
So can we table that until there are 4 of
Until
us here
she-
to talk about it?
Okay.
Yeah, let's table it.
And then.
Oh, you make a move to.
So can I make a move to table that until there's 4 of us here to discuss
Okay,
it?
I second it.
And then go ahead and open up for public comments, and we go first and second.
Okay, public comment on that? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Till next time.
Okay.
You wanted to say something?
No,
Oh,
he's
I
good
thought
with
you-
it. You got the
Oh, okay, I
thumbs
thought
up.
you were saying, I want to say
I
something.
love a thumbs up from Sawatsky.
Okay. Number 5, survey questions. It may take us, okay. So we wanted to discuss what do we identify as the main purpose of the Arts and Heritage Commission?
So for me, why I'm here is because I want us to be able to inspire creative solutions for Blue Lake's challenges that we have going into the future. And art is a good way to do that and express ourselves and to get ideas. So that's
Okay.
my,
Okay.
and yours?
Did you
Kelly?
have, I suggest, well, I feel that we're here to suggest and support and advise projects of art, culture, and heritage within Blue Lake and support, encourage others to do within it. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. That's my idea as well, that we're here to support and encourage. I especially am attracted to ways that we might work with a greater community, whether it be schools or getting more input from the community or providing just fun occasions where we can have mixers or pizza parties or whatever, eat free or however we can do it, that we can get more input and more collaboration with the local community to really understand what the needs of the community are with art, with heritage, and with creative solutions. So that's my understanding or my hope for our mission.
The second question is, which past arts and heritage projects may still need attention? For me, it was the murals and sculptures. We talked about this quite a bit, and so that I think that's a good one to bring in public art education. So that was one that I thought.
So where can you, what murals? I don't,
Well, so that's part of the discussion.
oh, okay.
What, where, how we get the money.
Do we have ideas or is there any identified?
So I was on that ad hoc, and so I have questions about it. And so that's something would be for a meeting. This is just the one thing that I think that still needs attention.
So maybe that would be a future agenda item.
That's a
You guys are
future
bringing-
agenda item, which I
Okay.
thought, yes,
You can
Write
bring
that down.
it is on
Number
the
10.
agenda.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, do you have any ideas?
Being so new to Blue Lake and
Did you have a question here?
we're on number 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
being so new to Blue Lake and also this commission, I'm not familiar, although I've heard kind of through the
Okay.
grapevine, the murals, the logo, the fire hydrants, those are some of the issues that I've heard so far, but I was, definitely curious to understand, even with the public, what are people remembering, because I'm having trouble locating like some of the past information.
Yeah.
Yeah, are the past videos available? They are on YouTube? Okay, we'll find out about that.
Okay. Okay. So what ideas do you have for number 3? What ideas do you have for future art and heritage projects?
Okay, well, I have an idea for a mural, actually. I would like to see
So that will be,
okay, so what
we're going to
ideas
discuss the murals and sculptures later.
coming up? Okay.
Okay, so this is a general.
For me, it's in number 5, which is I would like to do some brainstorming with community to identify what the needs are of our community. And I would like for us to work alongside arts and heritage, because I think that, not arts and heritage, but economic development,
Okay.
because I think that's important for our future. And also safety. I think if we have a healthy economy and we include our community, and I think that's a good way to get to know each other. And I think that That's, I
So you're
think,
saying that would be a
safety.
future project?
Yeah, is to identify what the needs are of our
Okay,
community.
okay,
And I would like to work with economic development on it too.
okay. Anything?
Well, I'd like kind of with Barbara, I'd like to consider different ways that we could work with the city and the citizens of Blue Lake and also the maybe economic development, but figuring out how we can use arts to generate some revenue that could help the city, the businesses here, the people here, the city council, to have more funding. Like, what are some things we can do together that
Right.
can help generate some income?
Good. Number 4, what ideas you have for ways we can get more interaction and input from the local community?
Well, we could have a survey and do a survey alongside with economic development. Maybe there could be arts and heritage questions and also economic questions. And I like to include the safety commission too, because a lot of crimes are crimes of economy because people don't have money. And if we could do things, if we could foster creativity for everybody, then maybe people could have like a small business development. People could make baskets or different kinds of things. It's just different ways people can make money, like old-fashioned skill sets.
I thought it might be nice to have like a little town hall meeting and see what the community wants by questionnaire, or maybe passing out questionnaires, people fill them out and then come to the meeting. So they already have given it some thought about what they want instead of, off the top of your head kind of brainstorm. And then we could discuss those. Anyway, that was one thing I thought might be good.
I love that idea, and I'm wondering if maybe there's a lot of free apps out there that have scan codes, and almost everybody nowadays um, has a smartphone, or we could also have regular surveys that people
Okay,
could
I
have.
think we
printed
need to
as
be
well.
both
Yeah,
because
of
there is a
course.
lot of old
Well,
school.
of course, we can have both, but maybe
Yeah.
there would be a way that we could have something like that sent out before a town hall meeting, like you said. I think that's super wise to give people the opportunity to really think
Just so
about
they'll
it.
come in focused on what they want instead of.
Yeah, I love that.
So Glendale did a really great survey years back, and it was attached to their water bill. And they could scan it and it would pop up online and you could take it online. And there was also, I'm not sure if there's also paper copies, but for those like me who are not that techy, you could do um, a paper version too. And there was a lot of comments, and the comments are really valuable.
Right,
That
right,
gave
exactly.
people an opportunity to think about things, and then we could have the results of that people could see, and then have a town hall after that with
Good
maybe the
idea.
priorities or
So maybe I think we should put that on a future agenda of having how we can have more input from the local community, ways to do it, and that would make it more concise so that.
concise and user friendly.
Yes, exactly.
We had over 250 people do that survey. I don't even know if there's that many people in Glendale.
And then we can meet and discuss it.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Okay. So we'll put.
Was this gonna be a survey that you guys are doing internally, or you guys taking a survey to the public?
So I think this is a little, so I think we need to internally think about how we could engage the community but make it, not a lengthy process, but, anyway, so for us to do, this is our survey, we'll figure out how to do it, present it to the public, our community.
I think it would be good though also for the public to be able to put some questions on it too.
Okay, yeah.
And then
Okay.
Is the survey for us when we have ideas?
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. What would you like to see, arts and heritage, arts, culture, heritage? What would that be good for the city? Blue Lake.
Then you can open up to public comment and make comments.
Okay, public comment?
I think Barbara's comments are quite correct. You have other commissions that I would recommend you have possibly put on your agenda to appoint an individual person to attend any of the other commissions to give your artistic viewpoints on how you can work with them. Parks and Recs has all kinds of things of that nature. The Chamber just had a meeting. I think you'd want to have somebody working with them. And when it's time to do your surveys and things like that, you have partnerships. So I don't know about safety for sure, but a majority of the other ones, I think it'd be great working
Mhm.
relationship for you to develop that. Hasn't happened in the past, but I think cross attending the other people's meetings and giving them input could be of great benefit to all of us regarding our arts and heritage.
Okay. Yep, thank you.
Okay, me and Kent are on the same path. And at the last economic development meeting, I actually gave a recommendation very similar to this. I think it is really important for economic growth right now, which does involve all our facets of our commissions, in my opinion. Back a long time ago, it's been a minute, but in Prash Hall, what we did one time was kind of like a workshop where each table kind of was a different envisioning area. But I think for our commissions, it would be really cool that maybe we do have like a town halls kind of thing there, but we kind of like a workshop in a way that each commission would be represented. They would maybe have the prior surveys, like you guys are saying. We recommended that to economic development too, because I think it's really important to know what the community is willing to support, what they think our goals are. But instead of each commission kind of being tangled out doing their own, like do a powwow one, winter's coming, we've got Prash Hall to do something like that. Maybe get some prior PR out with individualized little surveys to kind of like sculpt it. But I think it would be great that the community has it on, and maybe make it something fun too, where there's like a reason we could kind of come, like a mixer thing, like they were doing earlier, the chamber, just something that's kind of like maybe a light drink and something fun for the kids to do. They're entertained, so the parents can go check out stuff. And but I think it'd be really important that our community gets to, well, they don't get to come to these meetings a lot of times. So if they had a chance just to meet you
Right, yeah.
guys and in person and be like, hey, these are my thoughts and concerns. Maybe they don't turn in the survey though. Maybe get those people to actually come and do that live interaction. I think the more we get our community to do more like stuff together, it's just going to promote us to do even more things together. Because I think all our commissions do have a way to support each other. We all have something that entwines with us. So to stay connected with that. And thanks for the meeting tonight. I'm gonna have to dip out to get stuff quiet before planning on Zoom. But you guys
Okay.
can talk then. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you know what that made me think of? It'd be fun if the kids did murals or like art of ideas that get flushed out.
Okay, well, I think like maybe on this questionnaire, the surveys, like what, or for kids too.
Well, what's important to the community, and then what's important to the community, the kids can, different classrooms can do different murals about that, because art is a great way to get ideas across. So we could talk about that another time.
Yeah, we're gonna table that for, yeah. Table for next meeting. Take,
And I guess I didn't mean murals. I meant like large paintings.
okay.
That when we do have something at Prash Hall, we can hang the classrooms,
Uh-huh.
art up, and it just kind of involves more
Mhm.
people. And I think that for me, economic development, arts and heritage, it's not just like decorations. It's stuff stuff that includes the community, and if it's something that can inspire a real good sense of where we want to go as a community, and we start from the kids up. Like we take care of ourselves as adults, but if we can start thinking about, who do we have in this community and who wants to do what, because we need
Okay.
everything. We don't have anything. We have
Okay.
no stores, no dentists, no nothing.
Mhm. Okay.
And it's good for it to start at a young age.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to put, anyway, how to get the community more involved on the next agenda.
Can we present ideas at these meetings sometime? Or
I
just-
think maybe that we'll discuss like how but you would certainly have public input.
Yeah, she could give public input on this item, on this survey discussion. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you want to give input on the survey, that would be.
Can I give a suggestion?
Yes, please. Uh-huh. Or you,
I had an old schoolhouse built in 1868 in Vinton, California. The east of us here in Northern California. And there were a lot of artisans in the area. It's mostly ranching and some farm, but people were very, very talented, just like here. And we found out that somebody started it, a friend started it, and it got to be a big deal. One day a year, they had a certain amount of people that wanted to go ahead and open up their place to show it and show what they do. Like we have wool here, we spin it out and we knit this from alpacas and things, different things. And we showed our schoolhouse and everything. And it brought attention to those people that had very good pottery or whatever that they did. And it was very nice. It was so successful. Everybody got business from it, and it just showcased the whole. And then also, this is my first year here, being here permanently. And I went to that open studio that they had.
Yes,
And we went to people's houses. Sometimes they were inside, sometimes they were in their yard,
right.
and they showcased what they did. And it was it 1 or 2 days? And so I
weekend.
thought that was nice because there are so many talented people here, and it'd be so nice to showcase that and have something like that open studio or that art and ag trail that we had. And it was mapped out. This is where you go, and these are available to come to. And we just had it once a year, but you know, it was very, very profitable for these things and showcased everybody's talent. Thank you.
There's been some people in Blue Lake who have been on that in the past, but I don't think there was many this year. Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah, I don't know what you've done in the past.
Yeah, that's
so I-
okay. Yeah. Okay. So do we want to have any further discussion on that on this, or we want to table or put it to the next agenda to discuss it further about how to get the community more involved?
Ruth, do some.
I just had a question, I think,
Yeah.
for John is if we at some point made a decision to go through with a survey, whether it be through a water bill or through a QR code or whether it's, a public meeting, how do we go about getting those survey questions together since we are not allowed to really communicate outside of these meetings?
I would come up with a survey in a arts and heritage meeting, and then maybe have your chair or the liaison for the arts and heritage bring it forward to the council for approval, and the council would approve it, and then you guys would send out the survey to the public.
So we would actively design it together at a meeting
Mhm, yeah,
together. Okay,
yeah.
and with
Or-
the public as well.
Or you could form an ad hoc and have an ad hoc generate the survey and then bring it back to the commission and then have the commission approve the
So
Thank
the
you.
ad hoc is
Okay.
2 people, right?
right.
So we could individually bring questions and then put them together.
Collaboratively
Okay.
Okay.
All right, great.
or
thank
form
you.
an ad, whatever
Okay.
you guys wanted to do.
Thanks.
So I think that we should come up with, how do I present?
I would write it down, and then like at the end you can write it, you can have it come up as a future agenda item to generate
Okay.
a survey.
So we can't just make a motion to do that?
It's a discussion item only, so you can't really take an action on
Oh,
it.
good job. Okay. Discussion, okay. So then I guess we move on. Okay. I apologize for my
No,
No,
it's weird. It's
okay. So the next item is fire hydrant project discussion. And I know that Mandy was in charge of that. And so I don't quite know where it is, or some are done. I thought all were accounted for, but I don't know where it is.
Well, I recently did one, and I think you go in there. Well, what my experience was, you go in and they give you a piece of paper, you draw down your design, and you give
Right.
it back, and you pick out. And I think there are some available.
Okay,
Fire
I didn't
hydrants,
realize that.
yeah.
Okay, I
There's
thought,
some pending.
And there's some
Okay.
pending.
okay.
I don't have any information
Okay,
for you
so
on
City
that.
Hall would probably have that, okay, so we
Mhm.
can,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, it's still
contact
happening.
City Hall and.
Yeah, it seems to be maybe a little bit of a loose communication there, because I know some people have put in applications and never heard anything
Okay,
at all. So
Okay.
I don't know what the system is for letting people know they have
Okay.
one or they
The city
don't.
could get
or-
back at people,
Mm,
back to people.
well, things kind of changed, yeah.
yeah,
Context.
maybe that was the, right in the middle of all that.
I could
Okay.
probably follow up too, or both of
Okay,
us could follow
okay,
up
with
on it and
Verity,
see what's going on with it.
But there are some nice ones around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um,
You guys want to have a discussion around it?
uh, I don't know what to discuss really, because I don't know if there's still some available and maybe, I don't even know how they go about it. Yes, okay.
So then I would open it up to the public to see if the public wants to
Okay,
comment.
sorry, okay. Open up to the public. Is
You're
it-
doing great.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
Okay.
okay.
For the fire hydrant.
Fire hydrants, because we don't really know where it is and if there's still open.
Kind of mixed things about that.
What's that?
They said, well, go ahead and,
If you want,
Public Works.
if you want to come up and talk
Yeah.
in the microphone.
Okay.
That's
So who is they? Okay. Who is they you're talking about?
We had additional classes. Oh, no, they're not.
Oh.
Just look at them up here and they look like mine. They may be yours. No, we have one that's been pending for a while. Yep, they're mine. I have prescriptions.
So, were you on that, were you on that ad hoc
Pardon
group
me?
or something? You said we have some,
Yeah,
so.
my neighbor, my next door neighbor, we have an alley in between us and
Oh, okay,
actually
okay.
it's on, she says it's on her property, but anyway, the fire hydrant.
Okay,
And then we have somebody that wants to paint it. And so there's 3 people involved here. They're trying to get this done and we're not making headway, but it's, I think, who's in charge is
okay,
our
so
problem.
I'll call,
But anyway, I went to City Hall and they said to contact
Glenn,
Glenn. And so I didn't leave a message because there was a
Okay.
miscommunication, but we haven't made headway on this. And we
Okay.
don't know, do we go ahead and contact him or now there's
Okay.
this piece of
contact
paper?
Glenn because Glenn has the paint for you.
Okay,
You'll
but
bring
City
in
Hall
cups.
must have, maybe has the big form to see who's doing what, I don't know.
Yeah, did you fill out
okay,
a
so
form?
he has the
Did you
form.
fill out a form with an idea and everything?
Okay, well,
So that's
he
what we need to
hasn't
go to.
gotten back to me, but yeah,
Okay, so the city,
I'll contact him.
City
And-
Hall had a form that you need to fill out and then you present your idea on the paper and then it has to be approved first for what you're going to do.
See, that would have been nice when I went to City Hall for them
Okay,
to tell us that, you know.
yeah, so that's what I'm going to find out who's in charge of that, so we can,
Yeah,
so that I
yeah.
can get that.
Because we're like floundering. We don't know what.
Yeah,
They said
gotcha.
just talk to him,
Okay,
but you know, because he's going to paint it for originally
He primes it.
the base paint, and
Okay.
then do we tell him what colors we want? We
Mhm.
need to know things. We're so
Well,
confused.
yes, okay.
Okay.
You'll fill out the form.
Fill
Okay.
out the
Thank
form.
you.
Yeah, okay, so contact the city. And then I don't have your number, but I could maybe contact.
I have it.
With that, okay.
I have Diane's
Okay.
number.
Okay. Any other comment? Okay. Acknowledgement, knowledge maker space. I don't know anything about this, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, what's the makerspace?
So this was something that was put on the agenda. I don't know.
Yeah,
anything
So do we know who made the agenda?
Tony Quigley,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know who that is.
I mean, I think if you don't have any information on
what?
it, then you could probably
We put that on next week's or next month's
Table it.
agenda table.
Oh.
Table it.
open up to the public for comment if they have any.
Okay.
Did you ask the public if they have a comment?
What's that?
Did you ask the public if they have a comment?
I thought we did about that.
for
Oh, the makerspace. Does anybody have a comment about? Okay, okay, thank you, sorry. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, so then we decided to table land acknowledgement. And so number 9, artificial intelligence. Now, I think Tony said we had to place here till 6:45.
Right. We need to close up probably.
We're almost done.
So artificial intelligence use policy discussion recommendation. It had been discussed at the last Arts and Heritage. I personally don't feel it's Arts and Heritage decision on this. It's more of a city council or a city.
Should we table that? I don't even know what it means.
Yeah, okay.
I think with your time constraints, you might want to table the rest of your agenda.
I
get
think
that-
so.
I think so
I
too,
think
yeah,
so.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well,
I
who
think
suggested the
AI discussion, Mandy did. Mandy did. And we kind of had discussed it, but we were going to rediscuss it at a future meeting.
I'll ask her what she meant.
That,
and then-
that was thought of, maybe before, we find out what subject she was gonna have that go to.
So we were discussing what the city's policy would be on AI. That was the discussion.
Well, I see generally.
Just generally. So our discussion was about what is AI, what can it do? And then we ran out of time, as I remember, and we were going to bring it up at a future commission meeting. But I personally don't feel it's a commission to make our commission should not make the city's decision. What the city's going to do about AI.
perhaps the reason that it was brought up at Arts and Heritage is because oftentimes AI is used to help create designs.
Right.
And that
That's
might have been
yeah,
part of
that's what
that.
it was. Yes.
Yeah. So can we make a motion to table the rest of the agenda for next time, since I know other people need to get in here? Is that
You want to make a
doable?
motion and
You guys still have you should do your future agenda items though, probably if you want to.
okay, future agenda items, and let's
So
do that.
so you guys need to make a motion to table
Okay.
artificial intelligence if you're going to do that.
Okay, I make a motion to table artificial intelligence discussion, as well as number 10, the murals and sculpture discussion, and we'll discuss future agenda items. And all a lot one
So I
second.
I second your motion.
Okay, so so we're going to discuss future agenda items. So one was going to be about
The survey?
the survey and how to get, yes, survey questions, survey policy, survey
Survey questions?
survey question,
Or,
and how we're going to do it,
and how, yeah.
how to do it.
And aligned with or in tandem with economic development. Or they can have. a
What
section
other
of it.
commissions do we want involved?
Okay.
Great.
Okay, and then there was another one.
The logo, future agenda, community vote, some submissions if we want to open that up to the public. Something that could be, there's just different options with it.
Okay,
We could keep that one, but we could also have something that changes.
I mean, that's for us, we're deciding whether we want to keep that logo or open it up for more. Is that, I mean, I don't quite
So
get that. This was just a suggestion for us.
the council recommended that the logo come back to Arts and Heritage for a final approval. I
Okay,
don't recall because that was that was
okay,
3 or 4
okay,
months
because I thought it
ago.
was approved. I thought it was approved.
It was
So they wanted to reopen it to rediscuss it?
We can't actually talk about it too much. I mean, I can give you some.
Okay.
Well, and I think there's more
Okay,
things
so
about it that
Okay,
need
so
a
so
discussion.
right now we're trying to figure out
Oh, so
future
Agenda
yeah.
items.
items.
So
put that on the
look
agenda.
at the logo again. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at the logo. And it would be great if we could have the logo in the packet materials so that we could actually, the proposed logo.
Yeah, with it in the
Yeah,
packet.
logo. Packet. Okay, okay. And those were the two items, right?
And I felt like the logo was like the logo, but there's also other ones, the other logos that can happen, maybe secondary, that could be good for merchandise and, you know, this.
So that's what we'll discuss.
That's
That's
what
what
we
we'll
can
discuss.
General
Okay,
logo
good.
discussion
Okay.
would probably work.
And then
Okay.
the fire hydrant project, are we coming
I'm
back
going to
to
I'm
that?
going to find out from Mandy, or I'm going to find out from City Hall, so we can bring that back with more information.
Mhm,
Okay.
That'd be great.
Okay. Fire hydrant update.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, actually, Sherry has to recognize you.
Okay. Yes, yes, please.
Oh, I'm just gonna say that, I like John's idea about having an ad hoc for the survey and then bring.
It wasn't my idea. but
I
thank
like
you.
that idea too.
I do too.
Zoology, we want, okay.
What was that, Sherry? Go ahead.
Okay, so we'll decide that next meeting.
But maybe put on the agenda right now, ad hoc question mark, so
Okay.
we don't forget about it.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay.
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 So, motion that we adjourn this meeting.
Second it.
All those in favor say aye.
All in favor, say aye. Again.